Hello and welcome to this week's Golf Equipment Q&A. I'm Valerie Melvin. I'm here with Frank Thomas and we're in the Frankly Frog putting studio here in Orlando, Florida, where it's our mission to help you improve your putting.
Absolutely.
We can do that. This week we had a question from David in Canada, and David's been following the progress of Tom Watson, who's done so well in all the majors. And Frank, he wanted to know, does Tom Watson have it right? Should we all be finishing our set off with a sand wedge, a 56 degree sand wedge, rather than messing around with these lob wedges?
David, I think Tom is right. I think he is. He's got it right. I think we should improve our skills rather than trying to buy our game. The lob wedge has been sort of popularized by Phil Mickelson's skills. He can throw a ball straight up in the air, and sometimes, if the occasion is right, backwards. We can't do that. We have to work very hard at trying to improve our skills to do that using a lob wedge. So I would recommend we just stay with the wedges we have. And as you know, all the lofts have been changed because manufacturers try to prove that their clubs are hitting the ball further than everybody else's. They changed the lofts of their clubs and even lengthened them by half an inch without telling anybody and without changing the name or the number on the bottom of the club. But the sand wedge stayed where it was at about 56 degrees. So I believe that perfect your skills by changing and opening the face of your wedges. The lob wedge is a funny club. I happen to have one here. You can see the size of the wedge. It looks like a snow shovel when you're looking right at it. But when the ball sees it, it doesn't see it that big. It sees a very small little thing. So you're going to either go right underneath the ball or you're going to scull it. So I think change, if you need that one shot, use some of the other wedges and work with them. Yeah. Another thing I'm kind of interested in is instead of changing the rule specifications for equipment itself, I'd like to see the 10 club rule come into effect for the pros. Then we don't have to change any of the specifications. The only problem is you have to learn how to count to 10.
That could be tough. But I think, especially bearing in mind the 14 club rule, we all think 14 clubs a tradition, but actually it was only 1938 that was introduced.
That's right.
And that's really not that long ago.
No. And 10 club rule, we're fun watching the pros, working with 10 clubs instead of 14. I think it would improve the entertainment value.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what clubs they would select every week for any given course and condition, and they can choose from an array of clubs, but it's just 10.
Right.
Very good, Frank. We like that. Well, thanks so much for checking in with us this week, and until next week,
may the frog be with you. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Find your frog at franklyfrog.com.
Ribbit.